Happy 18th anniversary, everyone. I can't believe that we've been playing this game for 18 years. My goodness, some people have not been born yet when we started playing in the good old 2003 for beta and 2004 the game launch. Yes, I've been along all these years. I'm a veteran of the game. But I have been stopping playing World of Warcraft over this time for a few months, never for years. I've been in every expansion, and now I'm happy to share this excitement with you, my friends, as Dragonflight is drawing near. So, anniversary event is upon us right now in World of Warcraft. You can log in right now as of the moment of publishing of this video, and for the next couple of weeks, if I'm not terribly mistaken. Let's take a look at the calendar. It's running for quite some time. Yeah, for almost 4 weeks. Almost 4 weeks we're going to be having this anniversary going until the end of November, until the very launch of Dragonflight. First thing you need to do is you need to go to the mailbox and open the package from WoW development team, and in that package you're gonna get a bunch of goodies. These goodies are, first of all, and probably for those of you still leveling your characters and using kind of this buff to your experience gains right now, the winds of wisdom buff to your advantage, you can add chunky 18% buff. I don't know how they calculate this. Why not give us 20%? But they have given us 18% additional experience buff, so that equates to 68%, almost 70% experience buff. That's pretty substantial to you leveling your characters. That's probably the biggest thing you're gonna get out of it. I'm not even gonna mention to you the celebration fireworks and some time walking badges. So those badges you take to Chromie in the Caverns of Time, so you automatically get this quest, which is called a timely invitation. You fly to Emeriss, you go into Caverns of Time, you find Chromie there by the dragons. Everything looks very lovely and festive over there right now, so might as well just join in with the cheer. And you can first of all turn in the quest with her, and you can get a few quests from her and from the surrounding NPCs. Walk around, take a look around. Basically the main thing is that if you're leveling, those quests will give you a rather chunky amount of experience, for like almost equivalent of running a full dungeon of experience, so that's definitely worth your while. And secondly, it sends you back to the entrance basically of Caverns of Time, and with the first, and apparently this is a weekly quest, so you can repeat it on a weekly basis, called the Doomwalking Came Knocking or something along those lines. And you will kill a Doomwalker, an ancient model of basically these Doomwalking massive kind of NPCs that does quite a lot of damage, by the way, if you're not careful and if you're not a tank. You kill the Doomwalker and you have 100% chance to get a rather unexciting looking Illidari Dragonhawk mount. But it's a mount, right? We're not gonna complain about that. We're gonna just take it gratefully and be very happy about it. It also has a completely inconsequential little toy that allows you to summon a banner, apparently. I never even used it myself. I'm just guessing here and going off description. That celebrates your victory over the Doomwalker. Additionally to that, for those of us who have nothing better to do, who are only leveling our alts and basically gearing semi-naked characters that are in rags, basically just dinged level 60 or close to getting there, you then can travel all around the world. And no, it's not going to be made very convenient for you. You need to basically teleport to your capital city, catch a boat from one continent to another, and so on and so forth. Obviously, mages are going to have a much easier time teleporting around everywhere, so that certainly is going to make it much easier for you. Or if you see groups trying to kill those other NPCs, the dragons of the nightmare all over the world, if they are in need of a healer, particularly a healer, and if they have a warlock, then you might be lucky enough to not have to leg it, and they might just summon you. But that is a might. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? basically, yeah. But ultimately, it's a nifty little event to celebrate the 18th anniversary of World of Warcraft, which, for better or for worse, we have been playing for majority of those years. You can get some loot. It's apparently at 272 level, eye level loot, which is very, very, very good at this point in time. And from what I've seen, by the way, in beta, in Dragonflight beta, your early quests, when you go to Dragonflight zones, when you just go to the first Dragonflight zones, you might be used to the good old days in, let's say, Wrath of the Lich King expansion, when you could have gone into the first, very, very first zones of Wrath of the Lich King and replaced your blues and even some epics with the greens over there, being given a relatively high level, eye level items. Well, I can tell you, my friends, this is not a proper guide, obviously, and it's more of a digression here in this narrative. But I can tell you that the first item level loot that you're gonna get for Dragonflight, it will not serve as catch-up gear. It is fairly low item level. It is something, if I'm not mistaken, and I could have confirmed it for you if you really want me to, I will, but basically you will get only something along the lines of 220 eye level loot. So all this catch up is, all I'm saying is that all this catch up gear of 222, 272, of 252, the gear that's gonna apparently start dropping from the invasions that are about to happen, all that gear is gonna be very much worth your while. And we can see right now here Doomwalker already being bashed by some people. But first we're going to go and get on this alt, on this character that I'm flying on right now. We're going to go to Caverns of Time, as I said, and we're going to first get the quest. Even though I probably do not need particular experience on this character, that's already my priest, level 60 here, and he doesn't need that experience, so I could have just killed the Doomwalker Kazzak, not Kazzak, yeah, Doomwalker outside. And then my plan is I'm going to probably, the only festivity I'm going to take part in is I'm going to hunt those Dragons of the Nightmare all over the world. One is in Ashara, one is in Blasted Lands, Kazzak, and I am not quite sure, and one is in Hinterlands, if I'm not mistaken. So that is what I'm going to do, and I have a lot of alts. So on a lazy afternoon, if you have nothing better to do and you're similar to me and you want to embrace kind of the spirit of the good old days, might as well go hunt for some loot, yeah? Also, as you start kind of planning your hunt for all those different bosses that yield different loot all over the world, I can just give here credit where credit is due. It's to one of the lovely posters in the comments, to Wowhead, different kind of entries in their database. This one was dedicated to the quest that takes you to go kill Doomwalker. So the person basically shared with us a cool little macro script that you can set up, and that will make your tracking of which bosses you have killed today and already therefore have received loot, or basically wasted your chance to receive loot from. So this macro is going to allow you to track that very, very easily. So pay attention to my chat window right now. If you pay attention to the chat window right now, in the bottom left of the screen, I'm going to take off my usual cover of that thing, where I give people their privacy, and then cover that up. So I'm going to press the button of the macro, and you will see what will happen. So you can see that on this character, on this priest, I have not killed Azuregos, I have not killed Taerar, I have not killed Emeriss, Lethon, Doomwalker, Kazzak, Ysondre. As soon as you kill one of them and rerun this macro, one of these red nose will turn into a green yes. And that will tell you and make it a little easier for you to track your kind of kills of those bosses. I am going to post the macro in the description of this video if it's of any help to you. I think it's helpful, especially if that is going to be your activity for the next few weeks. Additionally to that, just to mention to you very, very quickly, over here in the Caverns of Time, when you land here, not far from actually from the quest giver, from Chromie, there are also some vendor NPCs. So here is a vendor NPC of particular importance, Historian Mahdi. Historian Mahdi will take very gladly your time warped badges and can sell you exquisite costume of Edwin Van Cleef. If you don't have one, I have one. I've never used it myself. I just had it there forever. There are some sunglasses, all that kind of silly stuff if you are into that kind of stuff. I am personally not. There is also a fake weapon, the inflatable Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, if you really want that kind of stuff. And then there are a couple of pets. I think pets are of the only importance here and really the only things of some interest, at least to me and probably to majority of people. There is a cute corgi that you can get here. I think I already have it in my collection, and if I don't, then I kind of don't care because I'm really not a pet collector. But what I did buy with those badges that were given to me for free is I bought Timeless Mechanical Dragonling because I think it's cute. And plus I like that it looks very robotic. Yeah, it looks like a Mecha Godzilla, except it's flying instead of walking. What do you think? So hopefully you enjoyed this little check-in. I know everyone and their dog are going to be talking about this right now, so I might do the same thing because why not? Enjoy the anniversary event, and I'll talk to you next time about something else, World of Warcraft related, no doubt. Bye for now.